Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First play from scrimmage. Newton going to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Breeze. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
How about that call? Hand it to the big guy in that situation. Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
Just keeping the play alive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They fake the give. Newton. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Newton. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Slot man moves right. From the red zone now, Newton. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he is all the way up past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
On play action, now Breeze. Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Newton now to throw. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From just shy of midfield, Newton eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Newton. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Newton now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here we go on fourth. Newton. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Breeze going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, he's going to take another shot here. This is intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Newton to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Well, there have been a ton of... trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Play action. Breeze. He'll find Metcalf. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. Wide open receiver, complete. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. An inside give, Brown. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, Newton. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Throwing again on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now Breeze got to have this one. Throwing left side, it's complete. And touchdown! Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first down throw for Newton. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Brown will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Nighthawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Nighthawks tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Newton. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Right back to Brown. Shoves him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.